The tourist in Cappadocia. Emma was a traveler from Spain. She loved to visit new places and learn about different cultures. One summer, she decided to go to Turkey. She had heard many stories about Cappadocia, a region with strange rocks, caves, and colorful hot air balloons. She booked her flight, packed her backpack, and wrote Cappadocia Adventure on the first page of her travel journal. When she arrived in Turkey, the air was warm and dry. She took a bus from the airport to Gagrim, a small town in Cappadocia. On the way, Emma looked out of the window. She saw wide valleys, high cliffs, and rocks that looked like tall chimneys. She smiled and thought, "This place looks like another planet." Her hotel was special. It was not a normal building. It was a cave hotel. The walls were made of stone, and the room was cool inside. Emma touched the walls and felt the rough surface. It was the first time she had slept in a cave, and she was excited. On her first morning, Emma woke up very early. At 5 o'clock, she walked to a hill near the town. The sky was still dark, but soon the sun started to rise. Then she saw them hundreds of hot air balloons lifting into the sky. The balloons were red, yellow, blue, and green. They looked like giant, colorful bubbles floating above the valleys. Emma took many photos, but she also put her phone away for a moment and just watched. It felt magical. Later, she joined a balloon ride. The basket was large, and many tourists climbed in. When the balloon went up, Emma felt her heart beat faster. She looked down and saw the fairy chimneys, small villages, and green fields. The wind was soft, and the silence was peaceful. She thought, "I will never forget this moment." During her days in Cappadocia, Emma explored the valleys on foot. She walked through narrow paths between tall rocks. Sometimes she found small churches inside caves. The walls were painted with old pictures of saints and angels. She felt like she had traveled back in time. One afternoon, Emma visited an underground city. A guide explained that people had built these cities thousands of years ago to hide from enemies. There were tunnels, kitchens, and even rooms for animals. The air was cool and a little dark, but Emma was amazed at how people had lived there for so long. In the evenings, Emma ate delicious Turkish food. She tried gislim, which was a flat bread with cheese and spinach. She also tasted testi kebab, a dish cooked inside a clay pot. The waiter broke the pot in front of her, and the smell was wonderful. She wrote in her journal, "Food is also part of the adventure. It is warm, rich, and full of flavor." Emma also met local people. At a small market, a woman showed her handmade carpets. Each carpet had bright colors and special patterns. Emma listened as the woman explained how her family had made carpets for generations. Emma bought a small one as a souvenir. She thought it would remind her of the kindness she felt in Cappadocia. On her last night, Emma went back to the hill to see the balloons again. This time, she did not take any photos. She just sat quietly, feeling the wind on her face and watching the sky. She thought about her journey, the caves, the valleys, the food, the people. She realized that traveling was not only about seeing new places. It was also about learning and feeling connected to the world. When she left Cappadocia, Emma felt grateful. She carried with her memories of colors, tastes, and stories. She promised herself that she would return one day, because Cappadocia was not only a place she had visited, it had become part of her heart.